Hello again, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back for another Doctor Who DVD review. And yes, we're still celebrating Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. We continue to celebrating Christopher Eccleston month, so I'm going to review Doctor Who, The Unquiet Dead. Yes. This is a very okay story. It's kind of very spooky. But nevertheless, it's one of the best Christopher Eccleston stories that I saw. This adventure originally transmitted on April 9th, 2005. So, in this story, the Doctor attempts to pilot the TARDIS to Naples in 1860 to show Rose the past, but end up in Cardiff in 1869 instead. And at a nearby funeral parlor run by Gabriel Sneed, and his servant Gwyneth. The corpse of the late Mrs. Pierce has been taken over by the blue vapor. She rises from the coffin and it kills her mourning grandson before luring away. So they're going to see a Charles Dickens at a nearby theater. Meanwhile, Mr. Dickens accused the Doctor of running a performance, but after the Doctor gushed over his literary genius, Dickens offered to help. At the funeral parlor, Rose wakens up with a newly reanimated corpse of Mrs. Peace and Mr. Redpath. The Doctor and Dickens arrive and break into the parlor just in time to rescue Rose. After hearing about the troubles with the corpse, the Doctor convinced Gwyneth to help him hold a senior to attempt to communicate with the dead. The blue vapors fill the room and reveal that what are the remains of the Gilth. Once the corp alien race, until they are devastated by the Time Lord, they place with the Doctor to open the rift that exists in the basement of the parlor to allow them to cross over. The Doctor offers Gov to temporarily use the corpse until he can transport them to the place where they can build new bodies, using Gwyneth as a bridge to cross the rift. Gwyneth stands in the middle of the arch and opens the rift, allowing Geth to cross over. Dickens flee the parlor, and Rose and the Doctor are trapped in a part of the basement. Outside, Dickens realizes that beings are affected by gas and return to the house. The Doctor tells Gwyneth to send Geth back and close the rift, but she cannot close it or leave. Instead, she takes out of the box of matches and attempts to ignite the gas and kills Geth along with herself. The Doctor determines that Gwyneth is already dead, and that opened the rift, she doomed herself. The Doctor and Rose and Dickens flee the parlor just before it explodes and burn. The Doctor and Rose are headed back to the TARDIS, and Dickens thanks them for the help. He decides to lead them immediately for London to pack things up with his family and finish The Mysterious of Ellen Drool, which, when he dies in 1870, a week later, will remain unfinished. The Doctor and Rose say goodbyes and disappears in the TARDIS, and the astonishing Dickens walks away through the streets of Cardiff, greeting everyone he passes and quoting Christmas carol, "God bless everyone." So, my thoughts of Doctor Who Unquiet Dead. Some says it's a spooky story, but nevertheless, I saw this episode 3 times, and I tell you, this is the best Chris Eccleston story that I saw, and it has great director and great story writing from Mark Gates, and has some great incidental music. The Unquiet Dead is fairly alright, so I give this story 9 out of 10. Okay, so that's it for this week's review. Check back next time, so I will be reviewing Aliens in London. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying good night from now.